Hey, it is Z Amore with Lisa and my favorite high school friend, Miss Stephanie. How are you, love?
Hi, Stephanie.
Is it just can I hear Tony, or are you just a little staticky? Is it my
No, I hear you well.
Computer?
I hear you well. It might be yours on your end. Hold on one second. Try to fix that out on your end. But are you working on a phone or a computer?
A iPad.
Okay, yeah, you should be okay. Usually the iPads are a little difficult, but that's okay. We'll sit there and we'll work with it. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay, though?
Sound okay, Lady D? Looking good, baby.
Thank you. How are you?
Hey, what about me?
I make her blush. I'm sorry. I just always make her blush.
You do.
You're looking a little Santa Claus going on there.
Yeah, you know how it goes. We're gonna sit there. By the way, guys, I'm gonna do.
Start the show and let me go on a different computer just to make sure that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna introduce everybody here. Go ahead and I'll take you off, and then we'll sit there and bring you back in. Guys, that's Amore. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Myself, Big Daddy T. Here we are with Lady D. Mike Gallo. I don't know if he's laying some pipe again or what, but he's coming on. He is making a rescue. Brian Johnson says hello. We thank you, everybody, for watching across the Stables Media Network. Guys, it is a platform right now that is growing leaps and bounds. So we truly appreciate. Stephanie will be coming on here soon on a different device. She is one of our new shows that's going to be starting in the beginning of the year. Vincent, how are you? My love, my friend, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the trees. You've helped so many people. Just so everybody knows, Vince, I want to give a shout out to Vince especially. He gave a tree out to a friend of ours, that a father that had cancer, and a day later they passed. So they were able to enjoy a last lighting of a Christmas tree. So we thank you, Vince, from the bottom of my heart, from Stables. Whatever I can do to help you out in your business, you know I'm there, my friend. We love you. Thank you so much. And so kind. Much generosity. And you saw that all the love that we got for that. So thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. And we love you, man. That's all I can say. I can't say anything more, especially right now, what's going on in this world.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, guys, you know what? We're trying to bring a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of laughs, a little bit of craziness, a little bit of you know what on That's Amore. And you know what? Here we are, Big Daddy T. I'm hosting it with Lady D, the guest. Well, actually, she's not even the guest. She's actually the star of it. She's the star of the show with Mike Gallo. But Mike Gallo, I don't know if he's just getting it. I think what happened, Lady D, is Mike, they shut everything down out here. So today was like technically the first real solid day they shut everything down. So I think Mike is getting a haircut before everything goes.
Probably. And he's probably rushing home. Hopefully to talk to us, because I miss him. I miss talking.
Yeah, he'll be on. You know what? I know we were talking about he was going to be our future guest, Roy Oswald. He'll be coming on. So I know Mike is 100% committed, and I truly when you have family, especially right now, at least out here in California, it's a bitch.
It's a mess out there.
It's a mess.
I don't understand what Newsom is doing. We're doing okay here in Arizona. We have not completely shut down, but Thursday I keep hearing that we might be shut down on Thursday, depending on what happened with Dulce. So we're just. We don't know what's going on, but we're not shut down yet. We haven't been shut down in a long time, and we're supposed to be.
Well, let me give you a little bit of rundown on the California side of it. San Diego County, Southern California, has been shut down as of technically Sunday night at 12:59, so it would have been Monday. As I go around town, I still do a little things, remote stuff. There's a lot of people that are really defying the order. Now, that being said, I understand because being a small business owner, that it's very, very hard to sit there and survive in these trying times. But the greater picture of this is the losses of life that people seem to fail to realize that it's a real thing and it's happening. When I brought my dad last week, when you guys had the show with Joe on, and he had that slight stroke. And by the way, thank you for all the love again from everybody. I went into a hospital where they wouldn't allow me to go in. I basically had to say that I had to be his translator because my dad speaks, he speaks English, but very, he's got his own way. I went in there. Everybody's in hazmat suits. I didn't want to be in the hospital. I didn't want to be there because I was afraid, man, I'm going to catch something. I have kids. It was that scary. And the sad part about it is that the hospital is a pretty good sized hospital for where we live in Poway. They had 125% capacity, so they didn't have a room. They tried to transfer him to UCSD, which is 3 times, maybe 4 times the size of this hospital, major hospital, probably one of the top 10 in the country. And they didn't have any rooms. So basically, that's telling you. And again, I'm not trying to sit there and be doom and gloom because we can talk about this it's out there. And we see that we talk about the Pfizer and all these companies that are coming up with vaccines. But you know what? It's not going to be here tomorrow. It's not going to be here a month from now. I've done this long enough where in investing in biotechs do not produce millions and millions of doses of vaccines in a month.
No, and that's why I think they're going to go towards, from what I've heard and what I've been listening to, is that they're going to give it to the military first, the first responders, the doctors, the teachers. Those are the ones that are, and the older people. But why would you give this to the older generation when their immune system are enough weakened? It's just crazy because I was just sitting down and me and my guy, we like to talk about this stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to take this vaccine. This is crazy. I'm not going to take it. So I'm like, so if your job tell you have to resign right now or take the vaccine, would you resign or take the vaccine like I resign? And for him to say something like that and working with a company for most of like almost 30 years, for him to say that he would resign and he would quit his job and he'll get
Here's when, and I'm going to jump into that. Now, here's what I think is happening is a lot of people have got this misomen with the misinformation where they constantly see the crap that's on CNN and CNBC and MSNBC where, and then you get the president. And again, I'm not going to get into politics, but then you get, you get this and you get that, and he's trying to sabotage. So it's always negative, negative, negative. Now you get these people saying, wait a minute. What's going on here? We're supposed to be helping our people. And I will tell you this, and we've had this long conversation. If he would have sat there and came forward and admitted, hey, a mistake happened. I didn't sit there and handle it correctly. He may have won the selection. If he would have sat there and told the politicians on Capitol Hill to get their asses off of their seats and worry more about the people rather than their quote unquote political career, we still don't have a stimulus package. And we have every day I have people calling me and texting me and saying, Tony, is there any way that you can help out in any which way? And being blessed, you know what, Lady D, Lisa, I'll do everything I can in my power. But the problem is that it's not just, the what people say, oh, people cause it themselves. No. This is something that no one in their own manner did to them.
Except nobody did not know this was going to happen, and that's what, and that's what I just don't understand. Like, as well as that, but there's other options as well. If you are not, how can I say, if you're down on your luck, there's always that you can do Uber, you can do Postmates. You can do. There's other opportunities that you can make money too. And
I agree. I agree with you. But let me bring you this. And again, I'm always a devil advocate because I watch the economy. I watch the news reports. I watch the financials. We're going to bring Stephanie here in a second.
I would go work at Walmart if I had to. Shit.
Well, but here's the deal. Hey, Steph, and by the way, here's Miss Stephanie Harris, our special guest of honor. We've been talking, Stephanie, about the financial impact, what's happening in the world of COVID, obviously what's happening in our lives here in California, not so much in Arizona. But it's been a how do I put this? It's been a whirlwind going back and forth, especially here in California. Close once, open, close twice, open. Now we're closed again the third time, and a lot of people aren't taking it to heart. I mean, I see a lot of people driving around. They're going to stores. They're still, I saw today there's still gyms open that they're defiant, and I understand it from the bottom of my heart because they have to pay their bills. But I still don't think they realize the severity of what this is going on in the world. And I've seen it firsthand because obviously bringing my dad to the hospital last week, they are under tremendous pressure. And I don't want it to get worse. Stephanie, what's your take?
Well, first of all, I have to say something. Did you watched football obviously on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Did you find it funny that when the players came off the field, they went and sat down and they put their mask on, but their mask only covered here? And that's how they put their mask on. They're on TV. I mean, I don't know if I believe that they should be wearing masks if they're actually playing the game. But even the coaches and the people walking around them, everybody was wearing their masks down here. Nobody was covering their mouth. Nobody was covering their nose. And if you're supposed to be somebody the little kids are looking up to, shouldn't you be wearing your mask while you know you're on national TV? I mean, is that not the way to look at it?
Lisa, no, you know what? I want to bring this to Lisa because I'm just the moderator and the host. You guys are, by the way, Stephanie's coming on our show, our network. We're going to sit there and talk about that later. We're not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, just the name and all that. But
okay.
And I know everybody calls you Lady D. Lisa, I'm just going to call you Lisa because that's what I'm going to call you. But Lisa, what's your take on that with the sports side of it? Do we, is it monkey see, monkey do, or is it, do as they say, not as they do?
I would say don't do what they see. Everybody's each to own, but even if this is a devil advocate for me too, because I'm like, you know what? If you are out there telling people to wear a mask, to stay safe, to wash your hands, you should do the same that you are over there advocating for. You know what I mean? But don't go and for me to be like, I don't believe. I believe that we have COVID, but I'm to the point that I'm believing like, what the fuck, man? Is this really real? How bad is it? I still use my mask and stuff. I don't go.
Yeah.
I use my mask because everybody say it's good to like protect everybody. So well, I just think it's crazy if you're gonna advocate something, go with what you're advocating.
Well, I'm gonna bring the sexual part into this.
Of course you would.
If you are a player and you're going on and having promiscuous sex with people, and do you want to play Russian roulette and possibly catch a virus or get someone pregnant, or do you sit there and protect yourself?
You gotta protect yourself, of course.
Right. Common sense.
Right.
Here, and I use that as a term. It's common sense. I mean, if you want to sit there and raise a family, yeah, go. You find someone, you sit there and get have a relationship, and you raise a family. But if you're going to go to bar and sleep with who knows Tom, Dick, and Harry, and you think that you eventually are not going to get anything by wearing a protective covering or whatever it may be, you know what? Odds are that you're going to catch it. So it's the same.
But they're on TV. They're on TV. It's not like they're walking down the street and people are just walking by them like it's nothing. These are guys that have tons of followers. And that's what makes me mad. Is there's absolutely, why aren't there coaches after the game saying, you guys, do you know that 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 people just watched this game and you're not wearing a mask? Now, I got to say, I don't know if I believe in a player coming right off the field needs to go and run and put his mask on. I know that they've done testing before he got on the field. I know that they've gotten testing after. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But if you're going to do it half-ass, then there, it looks like crap. So either stop covering just your freaking mouth. Cover your nose and your mouth. You're breathing in. This is stuff going in your body, people. This is stuff coming out your body.
Sarah agrees with us. She said the platform should be a good role model for everyone. She's absolutely right. But here's the problem. Lisa, I'll get to you in a second. If our own politicians do not follow the rules that they implement, and they want you to do as I say, but not as I do. Don't smoke marijuana, but I can sit at home and smoke a joint. Don't smoke cigarettes because it causes cancer, but then again, I smoke 2 packs a day. So where do we draw that line saying enough is enough?
Right.
I keep saying it's common sense. Common sense prevails. And I hate to say this, and people might sit there and jump on my Facebook page and rip me a new one. A lot of people out there don't use common sense. 2 + 2 is 4, not 6.
But don't be on TV.
Absolutely right with that.
Don't be on TV, Tony. Yeah. Protect yourself. I like what Shelly says. Protect yourself, but don't stop living. Life is too short. Okay, Shelly, that's great. I totally 100% agree with that. I mean, I'm not stopping going to the store, but I'm wearing a mask.
No,
I'm not. I went to the casino. Are you guys, is that a bad thing? I wore a mask. I didn't sit next to anybody. You know, they're 6 feet apart this way and 6 feet apart this way. But I'm not stupid. So there's a difference between making sure you're protecting yourself and being stupid.
So Brian says he's confused. What happened to flu? The flu kind of went out sideways. But you know what? It's another
there.
thing.
What happened to the car accidents? What happened to
Gallo? I don't know what Gallo went. Gallo must have forgot it. He thought it was lockdown. He thinks he's locked down. He can't figure it out.
No, you know what it was? He knew I was coming on. He's like, oh, I can't compete. Steph's coming on. Mike's sitting at home.
He got a virus. He got a virus on his computer. He's been watching too much porn, man.
Ah, man. Did he wear a mask?
Oh, man. He's great. He'll be joining us. Hopefully he'll sit there and jump on here.
Yeah.
But, going back to what you were saying,
yeah.
Lisa, let me ask you this. Going back to what you guys were saying about using common sense, and even Shelly said, you go to the store, you still see people, and I'm like in awe. Like I went on Sunday, I had to go pick up something for my kids. They needed something, I don't know, some undergarments or whatever it was. There must have been 400 or 500 people at Walmart. And I didn't want to go in. I sat there and said to myself,
the world's coming to an end. The world's coming to an end.
I said to myself, you know what? It's bad enough that we have to wear masks and then, try to take 3 kids and see people say, well, why do you take your kids? Well, I have to take my kids because of the fact that my wife passed away. I don't have someone really to watch them. Why? Because I can go run the store for 5 minutes.
Right.
If I could, I would. But it's you're in a predicament that you have to go get necessities. My kids think that, hey, Daddy, why are we, locked down again? They're still going to school, by the way. So let you guys know this. They're still going to school half day here. Got another letter today in the mail. Not in the mail, email, where they stated that the school actually had another case of COVID. This is the 4th one in a matter of 4 weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, when are they going to sit there and just say, hey, you know what?
Just close it down and go back with
then just be done.
Be done and move forward.
Thing over here too. We're down half day, and I just keep getting all these these emails. Oh, we had another COVID case. And I'm like, geez, it's like 1 every 2 weeks. I'm like, I just close down and go to remote learning now.
So Brian, I get what Brian's saying. So is a casino okay? Brian, I didn't say a casino is okay with everybody. I didn't say that you could go to a casino or Tony should go to a casino or Lady D should go to a casino. I said that I went to a casino. Mm-hmm. I was talking about, I was talking about how I protected myself there. by wearing a mask, doing what I was supposed to be doing. Remember, they're open. They're following the rules. You get your temperature checked when you walk in. You get your temperature checked. If you leave and come back, there's the hand stations. I didn't say it was right. I just said that's what I did. So I don't judge anybody else for what they do, but I do. I'll take that back. I wish the guys that are on the side of the football field, if they're on TV, being role models. I'm not a role model to anybody except my cat that's sitting over there on the couch. So, if you're a role model, I think there's a little bit higher, that the kids are looking up to, that I think maybe you ought to set an example. If you're going to put the mask around your ears, then put the mask around your mouth. Right. That's all I'm saying. So don't judge me, Brian, because I'm not going to judge you if you don't want to go to a casino. But that's just how I feel about that.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, it's not about, you have your personal choice of what you want to do. If there's something that's still open and you can go to it, it is bottom line, use common sense. You're not going to walk in there. I mean, hey, if it's 20 below, I'm going to go to another analogy. If it's 20 below zero, are you going to walk outside with Speedos on if it's 20 below zero? Right. I mean, common sense is no. You know what? You ain't going to find it afterwards. I guarantee you. Yeah.
And it was weeks ago. I mean, I'm not saying that anything wasn't, but it wasn't locked down like it is now. I mean, everybody that knows me knows nobody's been to my house. I quarantine by myself. I still go to work, but I work for an essential company. So, we have our own precautions. So you know what? It's just don't do it on TV. Do it in your own home. Just don't do it on TV.
Yeah, go ahead. Listen,
go get your dog. Go get your dog.
I want to ask Stephanie this, because obviously, we've got the new shows that are going to be coming on. But do you think it's coming down to the fact with NFL and sports, and because the other shows that I do on Thursday, we talk a lot about this, but it's money. I mean, the NFL is probably one of the strongest, besides baseball, unions around there, and they're worth billions, multi-billions of dollars, just like the casinos. So they basically and the casinos are, by the way, on federal land, so they're their own sovereign nation, so they can make their own rules if they want to.
Right.
I will say this about the casino, because I have a very good friend of mine that's high up in the Indian casino with Barona Tribe, and he said that if the government did ask them to shut down, they would be the first one to shut down. They would have no qualms about shutting down.
That's good to know.
Because they look at it this way. They want to protect not only the public, but they want to protect their employees, because down the line, if something were to happen and the ramifications of lawsuits and this and that, they don't want that. They want an easy keel, having a good transition. But they also want to make sure that people are eating for Christmas.
The reservations, it would spread pretty darn quickly in the reservations, because the families are going to be spending time together. So yes, I totally agree with that. And kudos to Barona if they're ever on our show.
I will get them. They're going to be one of our main sponsors coming out here. I've been talking to them. I've known those guys for years. And I've known guys, and he's head of the casino. I mean, this guy has been there for 20, and he says, Tony, if they sat there and said no, we shut it down. We're not gonna sit there and fight it. He said, you think the money, because the bottom line is, our image means more than sitting there at our dollar sign. Because if they shut it down, if they don't shut it down, something happens and no one goes back there. You know what happened to the Indian casino, the tribes? Yeah. They don't get anything at all, so they're done. Right. So why be stupid?
I agree.
Okay, so Lise, you left, and I asked her about, do you think NFL is such a powerhouse that, let me rephrase this. You think that the NFL is such a powerhouse and the players are, I shouldn't say cocky, but in a sense where they think that they're invincible because they're healthy. I mean, their health is probably on a scale of 1 to 100. They're at 100, working out, great physique, great shape. If they do get sick, they got doctors left and right pumping them with whatever they need to pump, and they're back on the field. You think that's the reason?
I think that can be the reason of why they don't wear masks, or it's because they're young-minded and they think that because they're young as well, and probably they are able to deal with this, but their immune system can deal with it, because basically I feel like this is an immune system thing. If you drink your if you make sure you eat healthy, if you take your vitamins well, but not just start it just because it happened. You have to always be on your vitamins. Like me, I've always take 5,000 IUD of vitamin C. I always take 2,000 IUD of vitamin C. I take zinc if I'm not feeling well because I heard that zinc can mess your
She
liver
can't remember all the drugs she's taking.
No, I was gonna say she's got, dude. You gotta wait, Lisa. Wait. You know what? Hold on, Lisa, because I speak from experience in this. When my dad had to go to the doctor, they said, "Do you have a list?" I said, "Yeah, hold on a second. I'll get you the list." And I just brought it out. It's like a little. Here you go. So, maybe you should get that, Lisa. Wrap it around your neck.
Yeah.
It's just my daily routine. You know what I mean?
Do you have that little pill thing for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, night date? I do. Don't laugh. I have one. But yeah, I think you need one.
Everything has to be liquid for me. I can't swallow pills. So everything has to be liquid for me. So I take liquid stuff.
Lisa, wait a minute, because you just open up a box of worms there, Pandora's box. So it's got to be liquid. It's got to be liquid. It's got to be liquid. You don't swallow pills. So does your husband help you out at times to help you take the pills or what?
No, he knows I don't. He knows I don't take no pills. I hate going to the doctors. I try not to go to the doctors. I'm that type of person who would be like, it would have to be really, really, really bad for me to go to the doctors, for me to go.
Shelly has one of those compartments, right? Shelly, you have one that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, well, I don't know if I don't know if it's a compartment or that she swallows. I do. I don't understand.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey.
I know Shelly. Hey, I've known Shelly. Shelly, I love her dearly. We've met. We actually used to go, when I used to go walking. When the beach was a little warmer and the water was warmer, I used to go walking. And she'd always go, "Hey, Wednesday, meet me down there." And then her son came down to when we did our show remotely. So Shelly, we love you. Thank you. You know, I'm joking around. And by the way, she did say yes. And then she goes, and then she says, "Wow."
Yeah. Shelly's on board. Woohoo, Shelly.
I love you, Shelly. You know that. Let me ask you this.
Finish the question. Yes, I think they're freaking cocky and that they should.
You said cocky and your kid went, what? Mommy said cocky.
I love it. I love it. Hey, I love it. We bring the family and we don't, this is the joy of when we started the network off, and obviously now we're all past 20 plus shows, but
21.
Yeah, actually about 24 now after last night, but you're right. We're gonna talk about your show. We're just kind of a little teaser. We can't just come on. We can't give it up right away, and then you gotta give a little tease.
So you're doing a little foreplay into Stephanie's show. I got you, whatever.
Do that foreplay type thing. Otherwise, everybody's like, okay, you know what? Now, see you later.
Got it.
But having the family, I mean, that's the key right now. Is that all the kids and all the families that are home, they don't have the opportunity to sit there and interact. We're interacting via Zoom, via obviously StreamYard. But to actually go and, to someone's house, like you said, Stephanie, unless you know them and they're close friend or family and they haven't been around, you're probably not doing it.
No. Nope.
It's hard. It's hard for the mental aspect. It's hard for the emotional aspect. And now on top of it, for Christmas, it's even harder. So I want to ask this question, and I sat there, and I'm going to bring this out to the guys on the network too. Give me 1 second. I'm going to load it. But are they going to take Christmas away?
Christmas away? Shit.
Are we getting lockdown number 3 here in California?
Yeah. 3 weeks.
Right. And right. And actually 3 weeks. 3 weeks they're saying minimum, but they can actually go more. Obviously it's going to go past Christmas. Christmas being myself, being religious, Catholic, is probably one of the, obviously it is the biggest church day of the year. And it's one of the biggest holidays. So what happens now?
What we did for Thanksgiving. What'd you do for Thanksgiving?
What did I do? I don't know. My dad. I think my dad yelled at me for like a half an hour.
That's
and then,
normal. Your dad probably in another language and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
and then I cooked, and then he didn't sit there and I asked Siri how long to cook the roast,
Right.
and he got pissed off at me and says, "Why did I ask Siri?" I said, "Well, she told me the truth. I don't know."
Right. But I mean, it all depends. You know, I have, one of my friends is in the room tonight, and she has her family, and they live next door to each other, so they know where each one has been. And so for Thanksgiving this year, they only kept it that way. When usually I'm there, there's three other people, three other family members were there. None of them got to go, and neither did I. I was actually going to be home for Thanksgiving by myself this year. But my mom and dad, because of their age, they're set in their 70s, that they stay home, and my mom has a bad autoimmune. She has lupus. So
Right.
she stays home and doesn't go around anybody. And that's great. My dad does the shopping. He comes back. I have a form of lupus, but I went to see my parents, and I hadn't seen my parents for, gosh, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, because we were trying to all stay apart. But for Thanksgiving, it was my mom, my dad, and myself, not my brother, not his family. My grandmother's 95. She, had to stay in the home that she was in. We were able to see her through glass, which was great. That was awesome. We haven't seen her in a long time. You should have saw her face. Oh my God, there's people outside of the house I live in. You know what I mean? So I think for Christmas, to answer your question, I think you just need to do the same. As much as we want to see each other, and if you have sick family members, I think that's the hardest part, because you don't know when you're going to see them again. But for your family of our age, Tony, and, my friend's age, just chill. I mean, it's another day, it's another holiday. But like you said, there's chances of you seeing each other either through Zoom, do a drive-by, just so you can see their face as you're driving by or something. Get creative, but you gotta just behave. We just have to behave right now, and then see what happens.
I agree with you 100% in the fact that we still got to use common sense. We got to use courtesy. Mm-hmm. I say this every day on my post. You know what? Pick up the phone, help someone, call them, see if they're okay. Mm-hmm. Sometimes right now, even like we're doing the visual, it helps out. But picking up the phone and actually saying, "Hey, are you doing okay?" Because mentally, there's a lot of people going on right now, and even not just our age, young kids.
Yeah,
they're going through a tough time. Yeah, they're not playing football. They're not playing baseball. They're not, interacting. It's going to skate park. Yeah, they're on the, what they're doing now? They're becoming great gamers. Yeah. But after a while, what happens with that is the mind gets tweaked where you're not in a fantasy land almost all the time.
But it starts with their family, Tony. And the thing is it's not that you can't go outside. It's not that you can't go walk down the street. It's not that you can't go to the beach. It's not that you can't get creative in getting your kid outside. And that starts with the family. That starts with the dad and the mom. I mean, if you don't want your kid, playing games, then take them outside and throw the ball around.
Steph, I'll be the first one to say this, because obviously I'm losing my wife and then, dealing with the in-law deal. One of my my kids, they've been, hey, go in the room, play your iPad, go this. And now they do that with school. When I get here, they still play with their iPad because I'm not going to sit there and yank it more. But I make sure that we go to a park where there's nobody around.
Oh, you're outside. I see.
The Garden Road Park where there's nobody around.
No one's in Garden Grove.
Yeah, you go and we're playing kick and we're playing catch a half an hour, running around. Now there is a neighbor child that lives across the street, but I've known him for so long. I know their mom is just like so they get to play outside a little bit.
Right.
But that's it. We don't. They wanted to go to SeaWorld.
Yeah, no.
I would love to, but you know what? I'm not gonna take that chance. Even if my wife didn't pass, I wouldn't take the chance because something happening to the kids, and not only that, your elderly people that you have, that's where you have to worry about.
But it doesn't mean you have to stay inside, just you and your kids, and close up the windows and turn on the TV and go zoom out. There's you got to get creative, and if you can't, then you know what? Some of the fault falls on you.
I agree. Hey guys, you guys are listening to Z Amore, starring my good friend Lisa Diaz. She's looking at her phone right now, trying to figure out her bets for the week. We're supposed to have my partner in crime, Michael Gallo, XMLB
What the
alumni.
hell?
I hope he's doing okay. We haven't heard back. Mike is not that type.
Thirsty.
Yeah, he always lets us know what's going on. So I hope he is safe. His family's safe.
Sure.
Our prayers go out. And then special guest.
We're firing Mike.
248. Lisa, I just gotta tell you this girl and I want to just tell you real quick, this girl and I, we grew up, we went to the same high school, we've known each other for a long time. We've got a great group of friends that we all know.
A lot.
Some of them are crazy, like me, but that makes us fun. I mean, when we had our reunion, we had a blast, and you know what? I hope we get
at your restaurant.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope we get to have more down the line. All the friends that we have, I'm truly blessed to know them. And Stephanie, it's a pleasure to have you on. Why don't you real quick, hold on. 8 p.m. at night, Tuesday nights, every Tuesday.
Are we doing Tuesday or Wednesdays?
No, this is our show here. It's 8 p.m. Tuesday nights here for Z Amore. I gotta let Lisa, otherwise she'll get mad at me. We got Joe on the line. We got Joe saying happy Tuesday.
Hi, Joe.
Joe, by the way, I kind of go around in circles because I got all these ladies around me. I'm like, holy cow. But Joe, by the way, I want to thank you very much for filling in last Tuesday. We appreciate it. Joe is going to be starting she's the head of the social media side, but she's also going to be starting a few new shows on the game show atmosphere. Yeah, we're going to be doing, hey, I told you, Steph, we've got game shows. We're going to have, it'll be like Hollywood Squares with the Stables Media. Oh, we're going to have dating games. So, hey, we might try to get you a date, but you got to give us a prerequisite.
That's me. No, Joe, tell Joe I have some ideas. I do the game night for our people at PHS. So Valley High School, we have game nights, and I throw some nasty parties.
Well,
you need some help.
All right, I want everybody to say hi. We got Kathy. You know, Kathy, we've known for a long time. Thank you, Kathy, for listening. David is a great follower. His mom was in the hospital the other day, so much love to him. Had a great birthday. She had a birthday party. A birthday last. I believe it was Sunday or Saturday. 89 years old. So God bless you. And we love you. So thank you, David, for coming in and watching us. He's been a great follower. You'll see he'll follow all our shows. He's a tremendous friend and family man. He's done so many things to help my family out. He's like a brother to me. So I thank you, David. Now let's go to your show.
Yeah,
I barely know my show. Okay, all right.
Well, let's talk. Since Joe's on the line, since Joe's watching us, I'm going to go here, and I want you to. I'm going to give you the screen. I'm going to sit back and.
No, don't do that. You threw this at me like last minute and said, "Steph, be on the show tonight." I'm like, okay.
All right. So what?
I got it.
What you want me to talk? You tell me. What I'll do. I can kind of like do what a lawyer does, kind of lead the way, and you answer the question.
You're going to lead. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but yeah. So Tony and I have been talking, and yes, welcome. I am going to have my own podcast. We're hoping. What do you think? Next week sometime. I think we're going to look at the days and see what works for all of you. Mm-hmm. I actually spoke to one of my good friends today, and we were talking about why I would be good at doing a podcast. And this goes out to Wendy. Hey, the word she used for me was, I'm very relatable. I'm not on the right wing. I'm not on the left wing. I'm just kind of there, but I have mass opinions. So, nothing too strong. I'm not going to piss any of my guests off or anything, but there's Sarah. Hey, my friend list or the people that I know vary so much that I think the conversations that we're going to have on my show are just going to be amazing. I have people that own their own businesses. I used to joke that if I had a wedding, I have somebody that's going to take the pictures. I have friends that are going to do the invites. I have, the wedding officiant. I have all of that already. I'm just haven't gotten married yet. So, so with all that said, I have friends that are politicians. Tony, we know who our politician friend is. I have a star that, she's kind of famous. She was in J-Lo's last video. She's been in Lady Gaga's videos. So there's a wide variety of my friends that I think their ideas and their backgrounds are going to be interesting.
And don't forget our musician friends that we've had that came out of 6'4", a lot of truly great bands, and they're still around. And they may not have been in a specific band where they went up, but they've gone to other bands, and become very successful.
It's a wide range of people, so I'm not going to bore anybody. That's for sure. I'm
me.
I'm going to have you on, so watch out now. It's going to be a great conversation. It's going to be open. Thanks, David. You're awesome. You're going to be on too. It's going to be open to my friends. And you know what I'm going to do is to thank them for coming on and really kind of diving deep into the conversation, because it's not just going to be willy-nilly. We're going to have a damn, topic. And you can search the topic. You have a week to either come up with facts and figures and whatever you want to do as my guest. But you know what? When it comes down to us talking, you better have your ducks in a row. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to be the shock talk. What I am going to do, though, is at the end of my show, I'm going to give my guests 2 minutes to go ahead and plug whatever they're into, their businesses, their, the charities, if they're working with charities, if they found something on Pinterest they want to talk about, or they just want to shoot the shit. But for the last 2 minutes of my show, I'm going to give them the platform, and I'm going to let them go ahead and talk about what's important for them. So it's kind of a thank you. And, some of them might hate me at the end of the show. Some of them might have thrown a drink in my face at the end of the show. Some of them might ask me to marry them at the end of the show.
Can you marry me?
Yeah. So that's kind of going to be the talk. I wanted this show for, Joe. I've wanted this show for about a year. I was going to do a Walk with Stephanie. Was going to be the name of it, was Walk with Stephanie. I was trying to get into shape, and I didn't want to do it alone. So I was going to ask a different friend every single week, come walk with me, talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll put it on live, a Facebook, and we'll just do it. But there, you got to love my friends. Look at that. It's going to be great. That's right. Because you're coming on. Kathy, you're coming on too. It just didn't work out because I'm one of those that I actually have a 9-to-5 job, so I can't go walking at 8 o'clock in the morning because I'm at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't go work, walking at 5 o'clock at night because I haven't even gotten home yet. And I don't want, once I'm home, I'm going to take off my bra, my socks. I'm not going to go walking.
Hey, Steph, can I intervene real quick? Can you tell everybody out there, obviously most of us know, but what do you do? So, the listeners that are in back East and Midwest and Canada, so they kind of know.
I work for an essential services company. I am the rental manager for a company called Bearcom, which is huge in the United States and in Canada now. And we supply all the radios and walkie-talkies and stuff to major events, which, I don't have any right now. But all the businesses downtown, the high rises, the construction companies, the police, all of those guys, we provide the walkie-talkies for them. And I'm the rental manager. So obviously it's a little slow right now, because I don't have Comic-Con. I don't have, the Rock and Roll Marathon and all that stuff going on. So that business is so hurting right now in San Diego. And that's going to be one of our topics. I belong to a group, the San Diego Coalition event, and it's hurting. There's over 200,000 people out of a job that were hauling in equipment for concerts and, security guys for concerts and the vendors for concerts. And it's just really sad to see all of them have no help. They don't have jobs. There's nowhere you can go from there. No. So, we'll be talking about that. And I have some numbers that are going to shock the crap out of you guys about what's really going on in San Diego. And it's a shame. I'm glad Todd Gloria is on board. I'm hoping that he'll change some stuff. So we'll see what happens there. Not to be political, because I'm really not that much political. Sarah's more political than I am. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're gonna rip it a little bit. I'm not disrespectful. It's a safe space, so you can come and say what you want. If you like the color green, I don't like the color green. I'm going to tell you I don't like the color green, but I'm not going to force it down your throat that I don't like the color green. Does that make sense? All right.
I love you, Steph.
So besides that, so yeah, we're gonna do that. We got such a diverse group. I'm hoping that the friends that are on, or the people that I know are on, are going to bring us, you know, a lot of likes and a lot of views. And I'm going to need help from everyone else, you know, and we're just going to have fun. If you want to know the title, we narrowed it down so much. We wanted to put Tony's name in it, but I didn't know if Tony would be here every single time I do mine. So we kind of went back and forth. So as of right now, Lady D, tell me if you like the name of this new podcast. Are you ready?
Okay.
The Lady Has the Mic, starring Ms. Stephanie.
I love it.
The Lady Has the Mic. That's right. I thought it was classy. I'm hoping that it'll go far. I looked it up. Not very many people have that as a blog. So, hey, David. God, David's flirting with me lately, man. David, I'm sorry. I'm back for the other team, buddy. But, you know, you're cute.
All right, wait a minute. Now you brought it up. Oh,
it's okay. I'm not in the closet, Tony. You know that.
I know. Come on, Steph.
Come on, baby.
Stephanie, look at me. Pink hair. You think you know the respect that I have for the community. You know the respect that I have for people.
Of course.
I've always
it's always been good. It's always been good.
I want you to tell you know, because see, one of the things that we get on a network, especially with the lovely ladies that we have, you get a lot of guys that kind of sit there and think, oh, so on and so forth. So bottom line is, it's not a pickup game. You want to
maybe for you, it might be a pickup game for me. What the frick? I'm single, Tony.
All right. Well, then, hey, put your prerequisites out there, and you never know.
No, you know what? Like I said, we're gonna save a lot of this for the show. I'm recently out of a relationship. It was a great relationship. Didn't work out. We're still really, really good friends, and I'm not in that space because, first of all, I got to be on a podcast. I'm watching my weight. I'm going to work. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm good. I got you guys.
Steph, let me ask you this. How do you, I mean, obviously in the last 6-7 months, I know you were in a relationship and then you got, but how do people, I mean, in this environment, how do they date? I mean, it's really, I mean, what, you just sit there and talk over the phone and send a picture? I mean, because I know we had Taylor on the last week. 100 pics every day of some
Taylor's coming on my show, by the way, because I mean, seriously, we're going to talk to her about perception. I think is the key word of that podcast is going to be perception. That's one smart ass lady, by the way. So yeah, we'll go on to that and stop ruining my shows, Tony. No, dating in quarantine. You know what? You've got to be your own best friend in quarantine. There's no dating in quarantine. So you can go online. That's fine. But what are you going to talk about? So what'd you do today? Well, I got up. What'd you do today? I changed my mask. I mean, what are you really going to talk about? You're not going to have anything to talk about. And if you go and put pictures on, holy crap, do you really want to see what people look like during quarantine? They're going to be so, well, I'm not going to say fat, but they're going to be a lot different than when you see them in person.
There's nothing wrong with that. Because,
nothing. But don't lie about it. Don't lie about it. Yeah. You're going to see a picture. Yeah, you're going to see the pre-COVID, like she just said, and you're going to look hot, and then you're going to like get on your Zoom and you're going to be like, I gotta clean off my camera. Wait, you don't look anything like what you did 6 months ago, people. Yeah, no.
No. The positive thing is that there's that potential that they could look like that 6 months later if things went okay. So you never know.
That means you have to stick around for a year to see what they're really going to look like. Wow.
Well, hey, you know what? My thing is this: as long as you sit there and can get along with someone,
absolutely. We're joking. We're of course joking. Yeah.
The looks go away, and Lisa, we know. Hey, we talked about that, and Taylor was one that said that very simple. She simply said, I don't care. I mean, they get all these pictures. You really think that must get like excited to see this and that? That stuff, is intellectual. And she's right. And you said it. Very smart, very, very smart woman.
But you see the outside first on Taylor. And that's why, like I said, let's not ruin the show. But that perception is she's this, she's that. There's no way she could be this. There's no way she could be that. She started talking, and I mean, seriously, that show, I listened to her the whole time. We made a joke that I had to put a Post-it note over my camera because I couldn't look at anything else but her boobs. But, she had something to say, and I wanted to hear more. And
Yeah.
that was the nice thing about her. So when she's a guest on my show, it's going to be, how do you get past that? How do you get past the fact that, your kachangas are out to here, but yet there's something here. And most people won't get past this.
No,
they're not going to get past this. They're going to be like staring the whole time there and not listening to what she has to say. And, that's amazing. And she's going to be a great guest. I can't wait to have her on.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna have a lot of great guests. And by the way, I love the name of it.
Thank you.
I talked to Vinny G today, and I told Vinny that you're coming on, and I had mentioned that you wanted me to. I said, Vinny, I just don't want to. Not that I didn't want to put my name. I wanted to be your show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, I want to help anybody I can.
Yeah.
I want it to be you. That's you, and you're
gonna be on it. Having 3 people in a podcast is actually pretty entertaining if you've done your research and stuff. Having 3 people, there's always at least maybe 2 views that are close, and then one person's view that's like way off, right? So having you on as I'm talking to, whether it's a friend or maybe it's a movie star or a politician or something like that, having that third voice sometimes helps that conversation. So it's going to work,
right. And I'm one of those guys that, like you said, I don't really care if they're a politician.
Yeah.
Maybe if the Pope came, I might be a little bit more even.
I would faint.
But other than that, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if you got $1 or 100 million. I'm going to tell you how it is, and you may not agree. Like you said, Steph, you may not agree. Either agree with it or not. Hey, that's our opinion.
It's okay. Like I said, I'm not going to make anybody look bad. First of all, my parents might be watching this, and I already had to tell them that there's going to be cussing. Ooh, there's going to be bad words. There's going to be stuff. It's just, it's just going to be open. That's it. I'm good.
Wow. I'm going to send you this comment. You're going to go after this one here. There you go.
Todd is a sheep in wolf's clothing. Explain to me how he is going to help who's that?
San Diego, I guess. San. I don't know.
Oh, well, like I said, I hope. I didn't say that he was going to. I said I hope that he was going to. So, sorry, Brian. I didn't see the San Diego. So there's a lot I need to learn about Todd Gloria before I can say he's going to be a great mayor. Mayor. He's going to do great for San Diego. I said I'm hoping that he will. There's a lot that San Diego needs, and if he's willing to step up and actually speak for some of those industries that really need some help in San Diego, great. If he doesn't, well, guess what? We'll know pretty soon, and we'll put him in that category.
Hey, Brian, don't worry. In 2 years from now, I'm going to run for the mayor of Poway, so you'll be okay, brother. We'll move on. Oh yeah, hey, that's my. Hey, I told you if Voss would have won the county board of supervisors seat, he would have had to vacate his seat for mayor, and I would have sat there and gone for it this year. But he lost by 200 votes. By the way, he lost by 200 votes. That's how close it was.
I would rather see you open that sports bar you and Mike talked about because I want to be a partner in it.
Well, we're gonna here's the deal. We're gonna do that, but it's gonna be more of a scaled down because of everything that's happened in the world.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Steph that and we talked about this with Lisa and Joe and everybody is that having a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot place like I had before, it's not viable. A lot of these landlords, think about it.
Yeah,
Comic-Con. People don't realize it's a multi-billion-dollar business for San Diego.
I know.
It's gone. It may not come back next year either. You don't know.
It's my money that I do for that company. Believe me, I know how much money they do, and it's hard. You're right. Brick and mortar might not be the way to go. You never know now, Tony. But you're the one. You're gonna know because you're a smart businnesman. You've owned it before. You know what you're doing. So
I appreciate that.
I have no doubt.
One of my goals is and I even said this to my kids, you know what? I mentioned this to my dad today. I said, 1,300 square feet, little bistro, pizza, 3 pastas, maybe 3 sandwiches, and then have your nice wine and a couple beers, and you can hang out, have 30, 40 people in there and not have to worry that you need 500 people.
What have you heard of that company, that tap company that they have the old trucks that have the beer and alcohol and wine taps on there? What do you think about that? Because I actually thought that would be a really good idea.
Like a food like a
It's
food
just alcohol. Like, have you been to La Mesa, Lisa?
No, I don't know if she has, but
Oh, so there's a bar down there that we've gone to, and you get a card when you first walk in, and you put, let's say, $20. Bye, Shelly. You put $20, $30 on it, and you actually go up to these taps, and so you can look at the name of the beers or the wine, and then there's a couple like hard liquor ones, and you can go up and you tap your card to it, and you can pour out as much as you want. Now you're going to get charged per the ounce. So you want to go around and just taste everything. It might cost you $1 to taste because you're only going to fill up your glass about this big. But it's unmanned, and all they're doing is paying for the alcohol to come in, and that person can walk around and taste all those beers. There's games. The one in La Mesa has like old games to it, video games and things like that. But it's kind of cool just to hang out. The place is packed on the weekends. So I was wondering, Tony, what do you think about that kind of stuff?
I haven't been down there. I've heard about it. I haven't been down that.
Yeah.
All I know is that down the line for the future, the small business obviously runs the world. I mean, if we don't bring employees back and we try to sit there and eliminate them, it comes just like what we're doing now. We have to interact. So for me, that might be a good kind of niche market for the time being, but they usually phase out real quick, real fast.
Really? You think so nowadays?
Yeah,
but think about COVID. You're not touching. People aren't touching anybody.
Okay, but here's the thing. Once people get that the idea that the vaccine will be there and that it's safe again.
Yeah.
People are their own products of their own environment.
Yeah.
They don't want to be told that you have to sit there and buy a card and do something. They like to be waited on. They like to be talked to. And I'm going to give you a quick example on this. When we had our bars, one of the biggest things that we had was, obviously the bar itself sat 30, 40 people.
Right.
It was like being a nightly psychologist to numerous patrons, friends, even family members that came in. But most of them, they all became close friends because they had the interaction. If they got in a fight with their wife or their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it was, they came down there, they had a beer, they shot the shit with the bartender, they felt better.
Yeah.
You take that where you're going to a place where you're playing video games, and unless you're going with friends, you're still having a good time.
So there's a place for each. So I get it. So there could be a sports bar, and Sarah just said Coinhouse. That was the name of it. So Coinhouse and Malaysia. Shout out to them. Hopefully they'll be a sponsor. Hey, give me some money. So I'm already working it, by the way. Oh, and by the way, I'm drinking Flying Embers. If anybody wants to reach out to them and tell them that,
knew what you was drinking.
It's a hard kombucha. It's like 7 point something alcohol, but it has.
What is a kombucha?
Well, you have to ask Sarah because I don't know. It's
Sarah,
it's live probiotics. It's gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, keto, has no calories or has no carbohydrates, has no sugar.
Oh, I'm sure that tastes really good.
Shut up. So Flying Embers, reach out to me.
I have a question. Steph.
Yeah.
In the morning, is it good for you?
I weigh less in the morning after drinking those. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Oh my God, dude, that sounds like you're drinking. Like I remember one time my wife bought this drink that came in a bottle that had to stay cold, and it had all these little bubbles in it.
That's it. It's alive.
It's like you drink it. It was like you were drinking some kind of live culture.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's alive. Look, she just said fermented tea, hard haws or whatever that is. I don't know. It's
hard haws.
Yeah,
hard paws.
That sounds
no.
Like-
Because you know what? Hey, I'll tell you this: Italians like the chicken paws.
Oh God,
they do that stuff, man. So
you're bad. No, it's good for you, and because I'm doing my no sugar, no carb thing. That it was the one thing that I got to get my buzz on, and I love my Jack and my all my other guy name alcohols, and I can drink them straight. But this one, it has a little bit of a flavor to it, so it's good. So I'm trying it. So there you go.
Okay.
So Flying Embers, reach out to me. I got you.
Sarah's coming in here and telling us what we're missing here. It is fermented tea. The hard version is processed with yeast to make alcohol. It makes sense.
There you go.
But here's the deal, though.
Is
Is it one of those things that you would really? Is it one of those things that you would really, drink to sit there and get a buzz on and have a night of?
First of all, this is 7.5% of alcohol.
Right.
That's pretty strong. They make one that's 8.5, which is one of the highest that you can get.
But how many of those can you have before you have to run to the toilet?
Well, so far, look, here's the thing. I only started drinking them in the last couple of days. I had 2 last night. By the way, it was my birthday last year. Or last year. It was my birthday last night. It was my birthday last year, too.
No, it worked. It worked.
It did work. So we had a couple last night, and you know what? It was damn good. And I had 2, and you could feel it. If I would have had that third, I would have woken up not so happy this morning. So they're good. Lisa, I need to get you some, Lisa, and we're going to do a drinking night, and you're going to have it.
No, I don't like things like that. That's too
Come on.
No, hey, wait a minute. Did you wait, Steph? You saw?
Yeah.
I need some vodka.
Wait a minute.
I have vodka over there. Okay. Yes, Tony.
Lisa.
Carbohydrates and sugar and shit. So
I can't drink that stuff anymore.
And she really likes milky. She really likes milky things.
Oh.
Well, actually, I'm drinking coquito right now, and it's like the Puerto Rican eggnog.
What is it?
Coquito.
What is that?
It's a freaking eggnog.
Ew. Right now?
No, it's like our version of eggnog, but it's not eggnog.
Are you getting drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how much rum you put in it. Because it's basically Bacardi.
Okay.
Coco Lopez.
Hey, Joe. Wait a minute, Joe said she can drink her under the table. Hey, wait a minute. Between you,
drink Joe under the table.
Wait, I've heard some stories. Joe, by the way, is from what I understand.
Myself, if I go to Vegas or anything, I have to drink a week, so my body can be accustomed to drinking. Because I normally.
Oh my God, she's coating herself on the inside.
Oh my God, dude. So Lisa, between you and Joe, because I know Stephanie could have a few, and in my days I had a few, but do you think
Joe can drink?
Do you think
she can drink me under the table? Definitely.
I used to drink beer a lot. I don't drink that much beer anymore.
I've never been a big beer drinker. I've never been a big beer drinker. Mine's been scotch or a good cognac or a good.
Yeah, now it's all about the whiskey for me. I think within the last couple of years, I think probably last 3, 4, it's been whiskey. It's been good whiskey. I mean, I'm a Crown girl. I love every flavor of Crown. But like I said, right now I've just changed direction, and I can drink them straight as a shot or on the rocks, but no mixer. That's good because it hits me faster.
It's the giggle juice. He's right. David said, I'm really bummed. Right now, I'm actually kind of worried about Mike because Mike doesn't normally do this. He's always on.
Mike is fired.
Mike would have been our What'd you say, Leaf?
Mike's fired.
Mike is fired. He's not coming back no more.
That's all right. Hey, he's got Mike Oswald coming on next week. We don't want to fire him yet.
Yeah, no.
No, you know what?
Now Stephanie took his place.
I said this.
No.
Hey, Steph, I said this because everything get locked down here.
Yeah.
So he's probably went to go get a haircut for his last time for a couple of times.
He's stuck inside.
Yeah, he's stuck inside, or the internet got shut off or something like that. Because
he's in line. He's in line at the grocery store behind 50 other people getting toilet paper. I know it.
Mike, Mike is a purveyor of alcohol. He works for Southern Wines and Spirits.
Yeah, he's like talked about it. Yeah,
right. And his whole garage is thousands of bottles.
What are we doing here? Let's go do the show from his garage.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's invited us to come up there to do shows, but with all this crap that's going on, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you want to go, but I don't want to stay and have to leave an hour later and then have to worry about taking an Uber all the way back down to San Diego.
Yeah, no, thanks. Just tell him to send us some bottles and we'll do it online.
Yeah, he has a big new one now is the Crown Apple.
Yes, it's amazing. But Crown Peach does it much better. Oh, so good, Tony.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. What happened to Poway Talk? Oh, was this supposed to talk about Poway the whole time?
We can talk about Powie Talk. What do you want about Powie Talk?
Is that a new podcast that I didn't know about? Powie Talk with Stephanie.
No, Brian from Powie. So Brian, we could talk about the Powie 6'4", the sheriff's department, whatever you want to talk about. I know about it all.
When's our cutoff time? Some of us work in the morning.
Whenever I want to cut it off. Actually, we're gonna sit there. We're gonna shut it down here soon.
Yeah. Lisa's just giggling. She's not even talking.
She's the best, man. She just sits there and she's the best. I love it.
I'm talking to myself, y'all.
Yeah, just talk to yourself. Oh my God. Okay.
I told her, hey, Stephanie, you're off limits with that eggnog. She goes, I won't drink any more of it. And now she's drinking it again tonight. She's doing the same thing.
She was filling it. Did you see her? She was like handing it like this, and somebody was filling it for her, and then she was bringing it back up.
I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Before you came on,
yes.
She told me personally, she said, I'm a little nervous because Stephanie, I think Stephanie's really cool. So I also got nervous. So Lisa, don't get nervous, girl. Don't worry about it.
No.
I like Stephanie though. She's cool.
See?
Yeah.
I'm likable. I'm relatable. Hence the name of the podcast.
I can't wait for that show though. This is gonna be so cool.
I hope so. Well, I gotta do planning.
I know
we'll be
it's
good.
gonna be cool. It'll be awesome.
Joe says we've got about 5 more minutes, guys. But Joe says with iced tea, the peach.
Oh God, yes. The peach crown with anything bubbly, it just is amazing. But the one that's come out right now, wait, Tony, there's a caramel. Oh God, what was it? Which one is it? It's a caramel.
Really?
Hold on, I gotta get the bottle. Just a sec.
No, don't tell me you went there.
She got the bottle. She's like,
hey, Lisa, that's
empty. Yeah, it's caramel. Apple, salted caramel.
Apple. Yeah, they have that.
That one. Is it good?
It's for the holidays. That one, you just do a little bit of ice. Oh my God, it's too good.
So, let me ask you this: have you tried the whiskey that came out? It's out of San Diego, actually.
Yes.
The one that's peanut butter.
It's Screwball.
It's a peanut butter one. Have you tried that?
Yeah. It is amazing.
Cool.
Are
you kidding me?
Tony, I'm not kidding. I will do a podcast with you and let you do a couple shots. It is so good. And you have a couple and you don't even know it. You go to stand up and you're just like, whoa, it's good shit. Do you know who promoted it? There was it Aerosmith? I think it was Aerosmith was at Petco Park.
In
the middle of his concert when he was talking, he goes, this shit's the bomb. Has everybody had this before? Shout out to Screwball. And it went viral.
Right.
It was amazing. It's so good. Look, Sarah's going to say it's good. It is the best on ice to sit there and enjoy with your friends. And some people are putting like raspberry liqueur or something in there. So you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich drink.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Because I haven't tried it yet and I haven't. Yeah. So is it, does it have the whiskey base where it has that bite to it?
Yeah, it has, it coats your tongue. It's like the peanut butter, it's like a soft feel in your mouth. So it's not a strong whiskey taste, but the minute the soft goes past your palate, it's all about whiskey, baby. It's so good. Yeah, okay. There you go. David says that Costco.
David asked me what kind of, because I told him I don't drink. He said, I want to buy you about David. You get that. We'll have shots. We'll do a show together. We'll bring Vinny doesn't drink
on ice.
We'll do it on ice. We'll do it. We could actually do a.
It's good.
Hey, I think that's a. Brian said he hates what's going on Powie Road. I agree with you. I think Powie Road is getting over cluttered.
I don't know.
He just mad that he can't get down Powie Road within. It used to take him 5 minutes. Now it takes him 45 minutes to get down Powie Road. He can't get
to Costco to go get the Screwball because Powie Road's so bad.
It is. It's bad.
I bet. All right, let's clear this up.
All right, so.
Okay.
We have Z Amore, 8 p.m. every Tuesday, guys. We're missing Mike Gallo tonight. I hope he's doing well. Our prayers are going out to him. I'm going to try calling him after the show.
Mike, you're damn fired.
Yeah.
I bet her neighbors heard that.
Oh, dude, she don't give a shit.
I can't wait.
That's why I love. Hey, wait, this is just like the tip of the iceberg. Every week it gets better and better with her.
Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay, so
Awesome.
Lisa, we've got 2 minutes left. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to tell us what your one pick for the weekend or the week or whatever you want to pick. I don't care.
Football.
Whatever, football, horses, I don't know, dogs, whatever they do. You can do what you want.
Okay, let me see.
Give us one pick.
Well, I went 1-4 today, which I'm not happy. So
that's okay. We have bad days.
But I've been hot lately, and I was like,
"Oh, you're hot."
Oh God. Okay, go. Who are you picking?
I'm looking.
San Diego State.
I am looking. I don't know if I want to do college basketball. Nah, let's see what we have for tomorrow.
That's a long 30 seconds.
Why, no kidding, huh?
It's not 30 seconds because I gotta look. I don't know. I'm tipsy. I can't even focus.
That's the problem. You can't even see the screen. Just pick the blue team. Pick the blue team. Whoever's blue, Lisa takes them with 4 points.
I would have just made up a team and said, "Oh, you know what? I like the Giants."
Yeah.
No, I think I'm going to take the Patriots, actually.
Over who?
Over the Rams. Right now, there are +5.
Who do the Raiders play?
The Raiders play, let me see. I don't think they're on. I think they have a bye day. Nope, they play the Colts. I'll take the Colts.
Ooh, Rivers versus.
But they're at home, though. That's the thing. The Raiders are at home.
I'm gonna take Rivers. I'm gonna take the Colts.
You like the Colts?
You're gonna get. You know what? I don't
like the Colts, but I'll take the Colts.
Getting 5, and then Dallas. By the way, Baltimore kicked Dallas's ass tonight, 34-17.
Not as bad as my Chargers, 45-0.
Yeah, but what's going on, man?
Tony.
Can we save that for another show when I'm more drunk than I?
Yeah,
I only had one drink. I need more.
Here's another.
Dallas. I was so.
All right, here's Joe. Okay, Joe's gonna give us her last second pick here. Coming on, Raiders off a loss at home. Always.
No, I'll take the Colts. The Colts went and dominated the Titans.
I'm taking the Colts.
Wow, these guys are going. Oh my God, our Bolts. She said, she loved. By the way, she loved the Chargers.
Good. Then Joe and I have a lot in common because I've been a fan since I was 4, and I'm this close after 51 years of kicking them to the curb. So.
My God, I can't believe it.
It's not even funny.
She was still a fan when she was in her mommy's belly, by the way.
That's right. When I came out, I had a lightning bolt like right here on my skin. It's not funny. I actually do have a lightning bolt here. It's a vein, and it looks like a lightning bolt. So just so you know.
At least you didn't say you had it somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, Tony, I might, and I don't know. That's another show.
I don't know, man. You're gonna drive me nuts here.
All right, I have to go.
All right, so Steph, I'm gonna let you go here. Just tell everybody real quick.
Yep.
She don't want you to leave her, but just tell everybody real quick what your plans are again, so everybody knows, and then I'll promote the hell out of it.
Yeah, I will talk to you in the next couple of days. But like I said, everybody, this lady has the mic is going to be the next podcast that's going to take over Stables Media. Hey. We're gonna rock the boat a little bit and have some fun, and we'll pick the day. I'm thinking middle of the week. We'll make sure we don't interfere with anybody else's podcast because that would just be mean and rude. So we'll find a day, and we'll have some people on. And Lisa, you're welcome. And I'm going to get you as much of that drink as possible. Yeah.
Oh, hey, can you imagine when COVID's done and then everybody can really go to studios and together and hang out?
I can't wait to put a speaker in front of her so I can actually hear her. Yeah. She needs one of those mics right in front of her because I have a feeling she's going to dominate all conversation when she's like going. It's going to be amazing.
You're 100% right. You're 100%.
I can't wait.
Stephanie, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart here at Z Amore Stables Media. Lisa, go ahead and close us out because you are the star of the show. I just posted it. Come on, Lisa. Don't be shy.
What'd she say?
I don't know.
You like Mike?
She's mad at Mike.
He's not here because he's supposed to be my second star.
Oh.
Guys, thank you for watching us. Thank you, Stephanie, for coming join us on that Amore. Beautiful. We had such an amazing time, especially listening to the new podcast is going to come out, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. And
I'll finish it off. You know what? The power of Stables Media, the numbers that we have, the people, Joe, all the people that are watching us, David, Brian, all the friends that are going to come out, and Stephanie. It's just, you know what? If we can make someone laugh, someone a happier day, we did what we wanted to. You know what? That's one person. That's my goal every day. So remember, live today. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Love, live, and laugh, guys. Stephanie, I love you. Lady D, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you. You've been listening to That Amore, guys, 8 p.m. every Tuesday. Mike Mello, we hope you're doing well. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe out there.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Lisa, I love you, girl. Hey, Lisa.
Yes.